We are in beautiful Sebastian, Florida with Captain Jay Senne, world famous.
We are in actually Grant, which is the capital of Mico.
Okay.
You know, we're not
Yeah.
in Sebastian, that's over the bridge.
Well, I also noticed when I turned up to your house on the map, it said Senne Highlands, and it also said Senne Street,
Yep.
Senne Road.
Yep. Been there a long time.
Yeah.
Been there a long time. Just very lucky as
So-
a kid growing up.
Being a professional captain, there's a lot of them that are out there that I think want to be captains, but as far as it being like their full-time, just life career, that's all you do, that's all you've ever done. There's not that many of those around, at least.
I probably know 20 or 30 guys that are what I would consider professional.
Yeah.
You know, they know how to fix things on the fly.
Right.
Fishing isn't always everything. You know, that's just a part of it.
Right. I think if people get into the allure of I want to be a captain and I'm going to be fishing all the time, but knowing you pretty much my whole life, that's a small part of it.
That is
if
nothing.
anything.
That is all your work builds up to the fishing opportunity.
Right.
All the boat work, all the maintenance, all the planning, the provisioning, everything that goes into it. People don't understand when you're on a high use boat like we were on the Voodoo Lady. Mm-hmm. People don't understand is I'd be home sometimes like 3 or 4 days and have to roll the boat over to take off to go on another
Right.
30, 60-day trip.
Yeah, and I can attest that, you know, people think that, you know, you come home at the end of the day and you show up for dinner, you see the old lady, and Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. I mean, sometimes you're on that boat for months straight.
Exactly.
Away from your family. And
I was Miss Holly is, she's my angel.
oh, yeah.
She's the only reason I got to do what I did for so long as I did it. And I'm forever grateful for that. Now that I'm getting older and retired, I'm not going to say I miss it because of just the everyday grind of.
Well, I think for some people, like if I were to ever retire from real estate, or that's all I've really done in my professional life, not necessarily I wouldn't miss it. It's like you've done it all. Like you walked off, you left everything on the boat. When you walked off that dock, it's like, what else could I do? Or there's, at least from my perspective,
I just I'm lucky I'm in the position I'm in.
oh yeah, for sure.
I think my family likes me.
They sure do.
I think Holly likes me.
Yeah, you got a good family.
So,
what got you into being a captain?
Well, it's my dad's fault.
Okay.
My mom and dad. We chartered boats all the time. We would go to the Keys, and Dad would charter one guy the whole time. And many times we didn't have mates because there was 6 of us kids, and you're only allowed to take 6 for hire, and they didn't want to leave anybody home, so the mates went away.
Okay.
And we had to clean the fish, clean the boat, rig the bait. We had to do everything, and why the captain just sat there smoking his cigarettes and pointing like this. Do this, do this.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Very, very lucky. I just loved it. I always had a boat.
Yeah.
You know, I can remember, you know, when AJ, he was little, he did just like me. He'd be rowing the boat and making motor noises while he's rowing the boat.
So for the people that don't know you, what type of boat did you captain for the majority? You know,
most of the time, I worked for a family out of Ohio, actually Lakeland, Florida, and Ohio, and they were all over the place. You know, a few different places, but I worked for them for 25 years.
Yeah.
And it was a 1979 53 Hatters We done everything too.
I've been on it a lot. Yeah.
I mean, done everything imaginable too. It was untold dollars were spent on that boat.
Yes.
All the way to a repower. And it was just the ride of a lifetime. That's it.
Now, does it, talking to your other colleagues that are captains, does it make a big difference of who you're captaining for? Because I obviously, know you and been on the boat and know the family. That's how we know each other. Where is it easier when it seems like family? Because not only with captaining in the boat, I can personally attest, I'm over here now because we're celebrating the life of Mike Davis. So we're like family, literally.
Right.
I know it's cliche, but the good times and the bad times, we've always been there for each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Does that make a big difference in the longevity of?
I feel so. I talk to a lot of captains, or I know a lot of captains. A lot of the ones that are up and coming act as if they can stand being around the boat owners, where that's not. They got it all backwards. You want the people that own the boat to want to go with you.
Right.
So they call you 3, 4, 5 times a day. That's because they like you.
Right.
And if they like you, that is the key to success, that they want to go with you.
Yeah, because it's not only the experience of the fishing and being on the boat, it's also you're part of the experience.
Right.
I
was very
Yeah,
particular about who I had crewing for me, because first of all, the Kellers, there was a brother, 2 sisters, and a stepmother owned the boat.
Yeah.
So you had 4 different groups going all the time.
Right.
All the time.
All the time.
And you had to have crew that no matter what happened from one trip and you go into the next trip, you never discuss the bad things that happened on the other trip. No
Right.
matter what happens, there's always times of disagreement, some shape, form, or fashion, whatever.
Right.
But you don't discuss that with the next person. So what I'm saying is having the right crew is important. It's not just fishing. It's keeping the boat's business off of the dock.
Right.
It ain't nobody's business what goes on
Right. Yeah.
on our boat. And if we discuss it with anybody else, it has to be all pleasant, all happy.
That's right.
It's
and getting the boat set up for
right.
different
Different. Exactly. Everybody's different. Some people snorkel.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do is snorkel. Some people, they just want to fish. Some people just want to cruise and eat at restaurants. And, Bonnie loved to dress up and go out to eat.
I distinctively remember her one time asking if we could go to a nice place for nice people.
Yeah.
I still use that all the
That's
time.
right. I do too.
Because we like to go to I guess you would call them dive bars on the water or whatever, where you can get fresh fish, and she liked more of the country club atmosphere. And one time we were on the boat and she's like, can we once go to a nice place for nice people? So,
we drove to Melbourne.
yeah, to this day, like if with my wife or kids and we're going somewhere, I'm like, this is a nice place for nice people, and that's where that came from. So
people don't understand. I just I have so many memories of stuff that one time I had to.
I'm in your house. I see all these pictures, and I'm in some of them. I mean, these big, huge fish, and just being part of some of those memories are.
I am so glad we took pictures.
Oh yeah.
People don't believe it. It's Mario. I was hoping Mario would be available today.
Yep.
Because Mario is a great storyteller.
Oh yeah.
Everything he tells you.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. I worked with Mario for 7 years and never had any issue whatsoever. Once we learned each other's idiosyncrasies.
Except for the time he almost died in Cat Island. Remember?
Oh, yeah. What was it? Oh, diverticulosis. Yeah. He was literally a day or so from death because he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to be a disappointment. And that was not the point. The whole point was just trying to get him safe.
Right.
Just go get better we'll see you when we get home.
Yeah.
And then we'll go again.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not losing your job. He was kind of like didn't want to
No.
be a disappointment, but that was literally.
But I mean,
life
it
and
shows the
death.
people that you chose to work around.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people out there, they'll get a headache on
Yeah.
and then whatever, right?
Exactly.
And not that you want people to
We've all drank our.
It just speaks to who they are as a character, as a person, as far as getting stuff done.
Yeah, and Mario never quit. He never. I mean, we would be fishing all night long and get back to the dock at 5 a.m. when we got to wash the boat and stuff like that, and everybody's been asleep
right
for 5-6 hours because they drank too much and passed out early, and then they jump up at 9 o'clock. They're ready to go. We just laid down at 7.
Yeah.
And then we, everybody's ready to go, and then we pull off the dock and go out and clean off the fish and pack them away. And we never clean fish at the dock.
No.
No.
Clean it while you're going.
I clean them on the go, put them away.
Yeah, by the time
Don't
you get to the
ever
dock, it's already bagged up, ready to fish
Yes,
fry and all that.
exactly. Because we ate quite a bit of fish. We did a lot of cooking. We were a family outfit. It was, it's
some of the best food I've ever had in my life.
all the kids had a friend. So you got 6 kids, and everybody brings a buddy. That's 12 kids. Then a babysitter, and then me and Mario cooking and driving and doing all the things we're trying to do. So, it's there's no break.
No.
No break.
Maybe if you're at the casino or something.
Well, that's different. We always made a good point. When the wind is going to blow, you want to be in the city.
Right.
You don't want to be out in the sticks when you're stuck there.
We were just speaking about Cat Island. If you're stuck there, what is
It's great fishing, but there's nothing.
Nothing. You can only play cards for so long.
That's right.
And back then, well, they had satellite TV, but before that, it was VCR. There was only
so many Three Stooges you could watch.
Wore out the weird science tape.
Yeah.
And then the satellite. But then when you're out there, sometimes the satellite could be on the fritz. So
yeah, but this new stuff's so much better.
Yeah,
we had the big giant TV ball because it worked so far down, and we had TV when people did it.
Oh yeah, now.
But
sure.
now with the Starlink, it's the bomb.
Yeah, and I remember when I first met my wife Erica, and we were talking about like, hey, let's go on the boat or let's do this. And for people that aren't around boats for a long time, they don't understand. Like, it could be beautiful out as like today, but if it's blowing,
it could be honking.
You could be stuck at I remember being stuck at the dock for a week straight.
Yeah.
Sunny outside, nice day for the beach, but you're going to beat your brains in if you go out on the boat. So to your point, to be able to strategically be places, because you could plan your whole spring break and then
you sit on the boat.
You sit on the boat.
Boat hurries up to get there.
Right.
And you fly in to meet it.
Right.
And here we are. What are you going to do? You're going to cocktail and you're going to eat.
I want to segue into more. So let's segue into the fishing part, right? Well, that's what a lot of people want to hear is the fishing part. So I guess there's two train of thoughts. There's captains for hire. You go out, charter them a day. You're in and out, and it's a different group every day.
Right.
And then there's the other aspect of captaining where you captain a boat generally for a single owner family.
Same group, yeah.
And I know that they would charter out sometimes. So what's the difference in the mindset or the preparation of doing a daily charters for different groups every single day versus say doing it the way you did it?
I whenever I was charter fishing, because I had when I was younger, my folks chartered boats so much, you kind of know when you notice when effort is being put forth in the right way. Everything's got to be prepared. It's nice to rig bait on the way out so the people can see that you know how to rig bait, but I'd rather have 100 in the cooler.
Right.
And all my teasers ready and everything ready.
Right.
And and some people just do it like they're a bus driver. You know, they drive you to your destination. They open the door. Okay, get out.
Yeah.
That is what I call being a bus driver.
Okay.
Okay, so I like fishing in Virginia Beach. You're fishing 70 miles every day. There's no time for nothing. You have to come home, get ready for the next day on the way home, no matter how tired you are.
Right.
And then people jump on the boat and wash the boat while you're gone and fuel the boat so you can go again.
Yeah.
Now, that's a little different because they're going far and they're trying. But like fishing out front here with people that don't fish all the time is, I think, more difficult because of their expectations. Their expectations are always high because they look in the magazine and how your ratings are and stuff like that.
Marlins, sailfish.
Yeah, they want everything, and it's just hard. The days of the wheelbarrows full of fish going down to the cleaning table, and you taking them home are pretty much over.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that a little bit
We'll do that later.
the next, I guess, what you say segment. I'm talking about charter boat fishing.
Charter boat fishing is, and you got to have a mate that's on the ball.
Right.
The last mate I had was Robert Goodson.
Okay.
He's got his captain's license now, and he's doing very, very well. When I retired and I sold the boat, he went to work for Odyssey up out of Port Canaveral, and I think they're a 4 or 5 boat fleet. But he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's very, very efficient, and the best part was he was good with people. You know, he'll sit right there and talk to him and do everything while he's got a rod under his arm. He's still doing stuff, you know. And
I would say my favorite mate was Mike Davis.
yes.
Now, Mario, if you're watching this, you're like a razor thin, close photo finish second. I love Mike. You know, he's just his personality. He's there.
It's anything you want to do, whenever you want to do it.
No bad days.
That's right.
Always smiling.
Always.
Just laughing. I mean, we got some great stories there. Mario was great. He can.
The stories I could tell. Oh my gosh! Whenever we were in Palm Beach, and we went to the club. I didn't go, but
I didn't either.
Mike went to the club, and he come back with some gal's wig.
Yeah, we woke up in the morning. We're like, "What in the hell is that smell?" Now Mike's bald, mind you.
Yeah,
He's
bald.
We see pictures of him wearing a wig. He bought it off some exotic dancer, we'll say. And we woke up in the morning in the boat, and it smelled like cigarettes and perfume and puke. And
Everything.
It was that wig.
Yes, and I still got that wig.
Mario was great. Hell of a cook, great guy, great musician. Love his stories. And it's important to have a mate, because they're the ones running around the cockpit.
Right.
They're really the ones doing the most work when you're out fishing. So, fishing-wise, is it easier or, I don't know, more fruitful to do it the day trips or how you did it?
It's nice to have the day trips, but it's better. You're better in the long run financially to be a corporate captain.
Okay.
You know, working for one group. Mm-hmm. This is the people you take care of. When they're there, you just drop everything and go.
Right.
You know.
Now, does that mentality change as you get older? Like, say I'm 30 years old and I get a boat and you see these guys doing, we got friends, Captain Brian Sawyer that goes out and does the flats fishing. It looks great and fun. But then as you get older, does that kind of mentality change? Because you get more of a normal pace?
I was doing well, and then I had a health issue. Mm-hmm. And when I had the health issue, I just kind of just lost the drive.
Right.
You know, everybody wanted to buy all my fishing tackle when I sold the boat and stuff, and I'm like, do you sell your wife's jewelry?
Yeah.
No.
I
I got my jewelry. I'm going to keep my jewelry. Whenever I break it out,
Yeah.
I break it out. It's, I just feel very lucky that I got to do what I did.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that got me I can remember the first time I saw Captain Glenn Cameron come into the summit in a 48 Viking. This is the older model, but they were fast.
Right.
Called the Lucky Lady. I never forget that. And he asked me right up that, why haven't you got your license? And I had my license within 6 months.
There you go.
You know, and he had the rigs and stuff, and he was running around bouncing from boat to boat to boat. But as we all know, Glenn's one of the top captains in the world.
Right.
I mean, without a doubt, he's just a normal guy. I know him forever. Played T-ball with him.
Most memorable fishing that you've ever done in a day, I guess, or one trip?
I would say the first time I took the Voodoo Lady from Holiday Isle to Queso with Janine.
Okay.
Mario was there. We almost got hit by a water spout, missed it by like 30 feet. While we had 3 wahoos on, cranking wahoos, and we went over and caught 17 or 18 wahoos, nice 40-plus pounders, and we're on the way back. I just remember that was, because I had gone over there so many times with my family when we were kids. We always went Labor Day. Dad would go down and charter a boat, 4 days. We run over to Queso if we could, because the weather was bad, and then stay on the hook and live off the land and stuff like that. And that was the first time I got to go there. That was like really exciting to me.
Yeah.
Super exciting. I had to stop and pee like a dozen times. I was so excited.
Best, I guess you're mainly on the East Coast here. I would say the majority of your fishing. So, best fishing between, say, here in the Bahamas. What if you could go back and either in memory, just like.
The best fishing.
Best fishing.
I don't know. I've had some real good days down in Stewart sail fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Where we got on them ball and bait and caught dozens and dozens. I don't know how many. We were throwing. It was blowing 40, and we had the leader coiled up in our hands, and we're throwing it. The wave would raise up, and there'd be like 3-4 sailfish swimming across the face of the wave, and we'd just throw it to them and catch them. It was, it just many good times. I had a trip with Christopher there out of North Bar Channel, out of Abaco.
Yep.
To when we rolled off the edge, it was like 12 or 14 foot.
Oh.
Big. Jerry wasn't there. Jerry stayed in a hotel that day, and Christopher went fishing. But we pulled right out and had Brian Simmons was with me on this trip. As soon as I turned it down, we had one like 400 come up and just grab one and scream off. This is like the first. We've had our gear in the water 10 minutes and this happens, and it's rough. Anyway, long story short, we jumped him off.
Oh man!
So we turn around and go right back out. Next thing downhill, boom, caught a white marlin. Go back out, turn around, come back down, boom, caught another white marlin.
Nice.
So now I'm chopping up back to the southeast, trying to get back to where I was, just because of the roughness. And then we hung us another big blue for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, let him go. And then we fished down to the light and came in because it was just
tossing.
Wicked.
Yeah.
It was nautical, very nautical.
Being in Cat Island, and the dolphin fishing down there was. I mean, you didn't even. I remember you gaffing 40, 50 pounders just right off the teaser from the fly bridge.
Yeah, Jerry was mad because I couldn't help it, man. They're eating up all my teasers. You know what I mean? People don't understand it. That place down there, and
I mean, you put 4 lines out.
4 fish.
Bam, and we're talking
gaffers.
Big dolphins.
Schools of 30 pounders coming out of Exuma Sound.
500 feet off the
wall.
Yeah.
Incredible. Man, that just reminds me of good times, boy.
So, speaking of good times, what's some of one of the most memorable moments that sticks out in your head? I mean, you've got.
Well, we were fishing the tournament in Marsh Harbor with Janine and one of her girlfriends. We caught a 550. Had him in the boat.
550 what?
550 blue marlin.
Okay.
On the scale, And we turn around, we go back out. to where we had to bite, fishing down sea. This is like 10 minutes later after all the craziness settled down.
Yeah.
We got the gear in the boat, and here comes another one about 700, just
Oh, wow.
climbing all over it. Fed it, cranked it to the boat, just fished all over it.
Yeah.
Brought the bait in and had missed the eye of the hook. Oh, was right. Oh. That would have been 2 in one day. That would have got us into money. Other than that, we just got a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
What's a crazy story? Like what, you wouldn't believe it unless you were there.
Just the roughness one time going from Chubb to Nassau, 32 miles. Took us 6.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Rough. Broke a bulkhead.
Oh, wow.
Well, up in the V-berth, we had these fancy rod holders for putting the internationals and gold reels in that had plexiglass with lighting so you could see it all nice and pretty. Boat torqued so hard that it shattered that.
Oh, wow.
Like sand. It just. And underneath, we broke the bulkhead loose underneath the refrigerator. Had the freezer flipped over. Thank God Mario was in the cabin because you could stand the freezer back up because it was screwed to the floor. But we were pitching so hard.
Now, what makes it go when it's that bad?
What do you mean? What makes it go?
No. Like, okay, the weather is terrible. Let's just not go today.
Let's
not take the boat out today.
Jerry had flew to meet Arlene and Gary in Nassau, and Jerry don't fly.
Right.
So the plane went up, plane came down. Mm-hmm. He was in Nassau, and we had the choice of staying, but I figured they needed to have the boat over there, and I just had all these, I got to be there, I got to be there, I got to be there. I should have kept my butt right there at Chubb and just stay there because I hurried up to get there, broke the boat, and to sit there for 11 days.
Yeah.
11 days.
Because it was rough?
Yeah. Then we got one day where the wind swung and was offshore of Nassau that we could fish right out front.
Yeah.
So we fished out front. We caught a 40-pound wahoo and a 40-pound kingfish, and then the wind blew again. So we caught them on a double bite, caught them both. We fished about 20 minutes and had to come back in because the wind had swung around.
Yeah.
It's just, you never know.
So you had mentioned that the days of a lot of fish in a wheelbarrow are over. Why do you think that is?
There's some regulations.
Okay.
It's
So-
the rules that have been placed forward. It isn't
Gotcha.
necessarily. There are worries of fish being over harvested.
But that's not from charter boat captains doing what you do.
Right. We have rules that we have to follow.
Right.
It's the pirates.
Yeah, I mean, I would always get so aggravated because they would put limits out in the Gulf, but then they have these Chinese longliners out there just taking everything that they could possibly take out of the ocean, and then you're out here and you can have 2 snapper per boat.
If they just made it any fish, I don't care, bottom fish, trolling, this is just my opinion. A good way to make the rule would be 2 fish per person.
Right.
That's it. No matter what kind, no matter how big, how small, 2 fish per person. And I think that would throttle it back.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think the sportsmen like yourself and myself and the people I know, I don't really think that we're the problem as far as the limit. It's these commercial fishermen out.
I agree to a point. To a point, but there's so many people with all this modern equipment
Yeah, I want
that got a lot of money.
Yeah.
That there's just more and more boats and more people can afford them every day.
Right.
And more people going and more pirates.
When I say pirates,
when I say pirates, people that break the rules and
poaching.
Yeah.
Taking little lobsters and stuff.
Yeah, it's one of them things that
Yeah, but if you can only catch 2 fish, that might kind of doesn't make it that much fun either.
Well, what I'm saying is you can have if in charter business you got 6 people, that's
Right.
12 fish.
Right.
All right, doesn't matter who catches them, who doesn't catch them, but what I'm saying is you can take them.
Right.
But the problem they're running to now with the snappers is I won't say they're everywhere, but if they would put a moratorium on bottom fishing, that would stop that.
Right.
You know, just the amount of fish that are dead discards.
Yeah.
You know, the most sensitive fish in the ecosystem is a genuine red snapper. American red snapper is the most sensitive. Not as far as being caught, but I'm talking about they're releasing. It's like a 90% mortality rate.
Oh,
they just don't. I mean, they just don't.
Yeah, and then at some point it's like, okay.
I mean, because everybody catches the fish, they're like cranking them like a mad jack. And, you know, fish blows up. Fish, you can vent him all you want to.
Right. But it just
venting them and putting the descending devices. I feel that is an improvement, but there's nothing wrong with just putting a hook in their soft part of their gill and sending them down like that.
Yeah.
Instead of being required to have this $100 descending device.
Right.
Just, you know.
Well, you're not in it anymore.
I don't have to worry about that stuff, you know.
Nope. So what is Captain Jay doing now? Now that you're retired.
I am traveling with my wife. She still likes me.
That's good.
And remodeling the house, did that. Now I'm growing. I'm a grower. I'm growing palms.
There you go.
Palms and roses and stuff to make Miss Holly happy and do our own landscaping.
But I do remember.
I can remember we catching the wreckfish over in the islands, and I had won at the casino, and I was a high roller. I had a big wad of money, won at the crap table, and we were catching these wreck groupers one after another, and they had eyes that were like, I don't know, that big around, and they were from the
fillets on them,
from the depths. The pressure under these eyes that I took $100 bill and put it down on the tackle station and put an eyeball right on top of it. I said, "You bite that, you have that 100." They didn't bite it.
No. Oh no. Oh yeah, good times. Well, anything else?
No, I think we got to get ready to go and talk to our good friend Mike.
Yep. Bring the wig.
We lost a good friend of ours, one of my lifelong buddies and crew. So we're going to go to the celebration of life for him this afternoon.